Kong.
Greetings, friends! 2020 has come to a close, and I know some of you are like, thank you! And 2021 is beginning. And here's just a fun fact for you that you may not know, some of you may know, I don't know, that we go by the Julian or the Gregorian calendar. They're very, very similar. They're just very small differences. I think it's like a 0.002% difference in those calendars. But anyways, you could pretty much say it's like the Roman calendar.
The Roman calendar, yeah.
But there's an ancient Hebrew calendar in which the year starts in March or April in the spring. And as a homesteader and farmer, to me that makes a lot more sense than just starting the year in the middle of winter. That's kind of crazy.
Know, things are budding, coming to life.
Yeah, a new beginning.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's just a little side note, a little fun fact for you. But this year has been full of crazy upon crazy upon crazy in the world. And we just dealt with a little bit of crazy here recently in our lives and in homestead. We've, let's see here. What are some of the things that we dealt with this year? One, I had the tractor accident where it fell and probably had a concussion and hit the tractor. Had that happen. Let's see, we also had, I had the gallbladder surgery. Wasn't expecting that with all the issues with the gallstones. So hopefully I think should be good.
Those are like the bad things that happen. But there's lots of good things that happen
there
too.
There sure are. It's been a year full of a lot of positives. There's been a lot of blessings here, and that's what we choose to focus on. We learn from the negative experiences.
Yes.
At least we should, strive to. But we also rejoice and are thankful and grateful about the blessings and try to acknowledge those as well. Because we've had a number of those. So in this video, we're going to talk about our top 10 moments, YouTube moments this year in all of our different videos. So if you haven't seen those videos, we're just going to recap and touch on those, and you kind of get a little teaser for them, and then you can go back and check them out. So let's see here. Let's start with the kids, because each of them had their own selection of the videos that they liked individually. And here is what Josiah had to say about the video that he liked. Hey Josiah, from all of our YouTube adventures this year, can you think of what was your favorite one?
It was being at Polyface with Mr. Joel Salatin and going to the pig area.
I think you really did like those pigs, didn't you?
Yep.
And when I talk about taste around the pigs, it always is humbling to realize that if I went in here and lay down for an hour, they would eat me.
So don't go lay down in there, Micah. You're not gonna lay in there, are you?
When kids come, they want to come in and pet the pigs. I say, sure, come in and pet the pigs, but keep moving. Keep moving. You want them to know that you're alive. Yeah, right?
You hear that, Sayla?
Yep.
You know, if we want to have a world that honors the Sayla-ness of Selah and the Josiah-ness of Josiah and the Micah-ness of Micah, it starts with honoring the pigness of the pig, the chickenness of the chicken, the tomato-ness of the tomato, as life.
See, they fight over food just like y'all do.
They always eat dessert first.
Just like kids,
Just like kids.
If we'd let you.
and they don't wait. I've never had a pig say, you know, that was kind of small. Let's all hold back a little bit.
Yeah. It's all for one.
Yeah, man.
I'll keep moving.
And I love when Josiah was in with the pigs and he really took what Joel said to heart about keep moving while you're in there. So he wanted to keep moving his legs to make sure those pigs didn't start eating him.
It's also funny that Josiah has been wanting a pig since then. He's been saying, I want a pet pig. So he really enjoyed that experience and hanging out with Joel. And here is the next. I don't think we didn't really rank these as far as number order.
They're just bright spots in the year to us.
But that was number 10, and next is number 9, and maybe we need like some kind of special sound effects each time that there's a number, each number comes through, like maybe like that. No, not that one. Try another one. No, not that one either. Yep, that one will work. So for number 9, here is what Sayla had to say about her favorite moment of YouTube, our YouTube adventures. Hey Sayla, hanging out with the chickens again?
Yep.
What do you call these? Are little layers?
Yeah, hilarious.
Neat that we got them this year.
Yep.
So Sayla, what has been one of your favorite moments that we've had this year in all of our YouTube homestead journeys and whatever adventures you want to call them?
I would say going to the tiny house.
Which tiny house?
The tiny house that was owned by Miss Pam and Hickory.
So this is the common area, the only common area.
So, what made you build a tiny house?
Well, I was going to build a little cabin, about
Okay.
500 square foot cabin, and I saw this. This is called a park model
Okay.
RV. It is an RV.
Okay.
And naive as I was, I said, well, this will be a lot easier. They built it inside a factory over in
Sayla really loved the tiny home, and it was like set in this picturesque, perfect little spot with 3 ponds and a covered area where the kids could play, and there was a swing set and a swing that I sat on right by the ponds. I mean, it was just a perfect setup, and I can see why that was one of her favorite moments.
I even had fun with the kids playing in the pavilion area, but it was so nice that she is using that tiny home as her retirement plan.
Yes.
So neat. So definitely recommend checking it out for some, maybe an idea for one of you guys.
And she rents it out as an Airbnb, so you might even want to stay there. And coming in at number 8, Micah is giving his take on what his favorite experience was. And, you know, he's a little enthralled with the pew, pew, pews.
What was one of your favorite moments from our YouTube videos this year?
Mr. John Jackson.
You like Mr. John Jackson? You're not gonna shoot him, are you? You enjoying working with Mr. John?
Yep.
Yeah?
Rich organic soil. Challenges. Lacie,
And Micah and John Jackson really hit it off. There was one time, I think it was our very first afternoon hanging out with John. He and John had this moment, and I think Micah like bucked up to him. He was like, "Did you say that to me?"
Right?
And then ever since then, the two of them just had this interesting connection. But it was so nice being with Comfort Farms with John and seeing his sheep operation. It is just really, really neat there. I really love those sheep. So Josiah talked about wanting a pet pig. I definitely, for all the animals that I've seen this year, those sheep, they look pretty good.
I don't think you necessarily want them as pets, though.
No pets, multi-use.
Yes.
And for our number 7 video would be, and there's that sound again, 47 chicken dinners. And that was a really good milestone for us here on the homestead, because that really is when we started raising animals for meat here on our homestead.
Yeah.
So that was a really good milestone, and throughout the first time of raising those broilers, it was just a really neat experience. And Mike and I really shared together with it, on because each day in the morning and in the evening he was right there at my side helping me to take care of these birds from chicks to processing. He didn't quite help out so much with the processing, but he helped me each moment along the way. And it was so nice that we processed them together, and Laura, our friend, joined us,
And Adam.
and Adam as
From
well
Farm Life
from
Outfitters.
Farm Life Outfitters, and we're still eating some of that meat today. And throughout this year, there was a number of things, I guess, milestones and goals that we achieved that we really feel good about. The chickens were one. Another one was we started adding goats, and we were able to have some of our goat milk for the first time, as well as we added bees, and we also processed and had our own duck meat for the first time. So I feel like we're continuing to make progress. That's what we're focusing on.
We're growing just like all of y'all.
Yeah. And for our number 6 moment,
That was whenever we went out to visit Doug and Stacy with the Homesteading Life Conference, and then we got to see their root cellar for the very first time. We got to show you guys what it was like on video.
Yeah, we got to do a full tour of their place, their tiny house and all around. It was amazing. Definitely recommend checking that video out. And for number 5, our 5th top 10 moment, YouTube moment this year.
Our median top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was when we had a guest who came to our homestead. And actually we'd heard her voice for some time, but actually didn't know what she looked like because she has a podcast. So we heard her voice for a really long time. Yeah. But actually when she came to the homestead, it was like, wow, we can finally put a face to the voice that we hear a lot of.
That's right.
And that was Hilda Labrador from Wise Traditions. And we were able to sit down and have a chat and talk about a number of things and show around the homestead. So it was really neat having her visit our homestead. So make sure you check out that video featuring her. That was just really neat having her here. And we were able to see her again, as well as we were able to hang out at Polyface with Joel again, as well as meet Dale Bigtree for the first time. That was pretty cool. Amazing. I even got a picture with Dale.
And Sally Fallon Morrill too.
Yep. And number 4 of our top 10 moments, YouTube moments of this year, I should say number 4, because this video, I felt like I was among dinosaurs. It literally felt like that when we went to visit our friends Josh and Stephanie, and they raise ostriches. And man, it was like being around dinosaurs. I felt like I was with velociraptors or something when we were there on their homestead. It was a really neat experience.
Giant chickens. That's what it was. Giant chickens.
It really was, and it was like so neat being able to feed them. I was holding that bucket up and hoping their big beak didn't peck my eyeball out.
But they were really cool. We had a great time with Josh and Stephanie.
It sure was, and I really want to ride one. That would be so neat. Just like be on Swiss Family Robinson or something. There's Mike riding on his ostrich. That would be another animal I would want to have. Maybe a giraffe too.
They run pretty fast.
They
so
sure
I
do.
would not want to be falling off of an ostrich.
Just hang on tight. Let's go, Mike and his ostrich.
They don't have much of a neck to hang on to if you haven't noticed.
Mike and his ostrich.
See what I live with? Really, this is what I live with.
You never know what you're gonna get.
For sure. And number 3 is one of my favorite moments, and that is whenever we got to go all the way up to the top of the mountain with Joel, and we got to learn about where all the water on the farm comes from and learn about the different ponds and how they're fed. But like highlight moment was drinking straight from the spring at the top of the mountain, and it was the best water. And you can say I'm a water snob. I don't like chlorinated water or anything. It tastes bad, but it tasted so good. And spending that time with Joel was just a huge highlight of this year.
It sure was. And that water, like she said, was perfect.
It's cold and crisp and good. It just tasted so good.
Good water. I like to drink out of these things right here. Yeah, that water has taste. Doesn't that water? It tastes like food, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I gotta try some of that. Hold
on.
on.
I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing.
It's nice cold too.
Yeah, it's cold.
And number 2, top 10 moment of this year. Well, it was another milestone. I talked about earlier about making progress and milestones, and this video represents something we have been wanting to do for some time now, and that is begin renovations on our yurt. And when we put our external hard siding up on the yurt, we really enjoyed it, and it was really neat to see it all come together. And this video here really encapsulates what we were doing on the outside to pull it all together, and really appreciated the help that we got from Evan, as well as the Hollers. They came to visit us this year. It was pretty exciting. And our friend Ben. So thank you very much. And dun 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 dun! Our number 1 moment of the YouTube videos for 2020 would be, let the drum roll, I would say it's hard to encapsulate this all into one video because the whole experience at Polyface was just absolutely amazing. Josiah mentioned it with the pigs, you mentioned it with the water, but out of those moments at Polyface and our videos in general would be the cows that I was able to see with Joel and him explaining it and just able to be around them. It was such a neat experience. And just hearing Joel talk about grass, I don't know of anybody else who can make talking about grass so interesting as Joel. And he did. He's such a passionate guy, and it was so neat seeing him and his operation with the cows. So make sure you check out that video. This is kind of just maybe an honorable mention, but being able to be with his chickens too and see the egg mobile, those were pretty neat too.
Yeah.
But
and the broilers,
and that was something I have been looking forward to a long time.
Yes.
But the cows, just being there was just amazing. All these cows. It was another one of those Jurassic Park type moments. I think back in the original Jurassic Park movie, the first one, when they saw all the brachiosaurus and
grazing,
just grazing. It was like that with the cows. It was just kind of like dun 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 dun. But that was our #1 moment of 2020. And what a year, filled with a number of blessings. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of challenges, as I'm sure you all had to deal with, but a lot of blessings too. And we really appreciate you guys, and we want to say thank you very much to those of you who watch our videos on a regular basis. We love you, and we really appreciate you. And also,
we get so many cards and letters, and sometimes I just don't have time to respond to everyone, but please know we always read them, and we are so very, I mean, sometimes I'm brought to tears thinking about how people say that they pray for us every day. It really means a lot to us. And like, who are we for that to happen to us? So we just want to continue sharing with you guys and really let you know we really appreciate all the support that you've given us, you know, up until now and into the future.
thank you guys very much, and I really appreciate all of your prayers. I know a number of you were praying for me during my gallbladder issues, and I don't know if it's coming through in this video or not, but my energy, I feel good. And thank you so much. I hope it's coming through. Let me know in the comment section below. Is it coming through? Also, let us know in the comment section below, what were some of your favorite videos of ours this year? They could be videos or video moments. Just let us know. We really appreciate hearing from you guys and wish you all the best. And one last thing before we go. We did it. We actually did it. At the start of this year, I had a goal. It was a lofty goal.
Yeah, it was.
But I was like, we can do it. It's gonna push us, but we can do it. And you know what? I can't believe that it came down to the last day of 2020 to hit this goal. But we did it, and thanks to you guys, we did it. So what's the goal? The goal was to reach 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and we couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so very much for all your views, for sharing our videos with your friends and family. Thank you so much. It feels so good to hit this goal because I really wanted to do it. We started the year at how many subscribers?
It was like 41,000, something like that, a little over 41,000.
So because of you guys, we more than doubled the growth of our channel and our subscribers. And thank you guys so very much. Woo!
It's so amazing. Yeah. I mean, we've been wanting to do this for a while, and last year we had really good growth and then slowed way down. And so this year we're like, you know, we really want to reach 100,000. And even back earlier in the summer, I was like, I don't know, we're not just growing fast enough. And then boom, here we are. It's super exciting to see us hit a goal, but it's also super exciting to see what the future holds.
Especially with all the different things that went on this year. That's just another one of the blessings that we're holding on to, and we thank you guys so much for it. So we now have to set a new one. Don't have anything exactly in mind yet. Somewhat do, but thank you guys for helping us to do it. And we look forward to hitting new goals with you all. So thank you very much.
We've been super blessed this year. God has really blessed us, and we just continue to give thanks for all that He's provided for us.
Yes, and thank you guys once again. Yes. So continue on with us in our journeys in 2021 as well. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and continue to share our videos. We really appreciate everything you guys do.
For sure.
And that's it for now. We'll see you next time. And as always, be strong, grow on, and as always, live life without excuses. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Real American hero, baby.
Greetings, friends! 2020 has come to a closure and 2021 is beginning. And here's just a fun fact for you. We go by the Gregorian, do that again. Greetings, friends! 2020 has come to a close, and I know some of you are like, thank you, and 2021 is about to begin, or it's beginning. And for some of you, here's just a fun fact for you that you may not know, that we go by the Gregorian.
Yeah.
Gregorian. All right. I just like to hit it at the front.
I know.
Greetings, friends. 2021, not 2021.
These are going to be outtakes. You're so weird.
Right.
You're so weird. I wish he would have recorded what he just said, because then you would understand how weird he really is.
I said, please advise your doctor while you're listening to this video, because you never know what kind of advice you may get here. So you may want to also read the little tiny words below to make sure you get full understanding of what these legal documents contain, and take matters into your own hands.
There are no legal documents, and there is nothing down below, so don't bother looking for it unless you're looking for something in the description. And then it's possibly down there, links to our friends and products that they make. So you might want to take a look at that.
Definitely do that, and you can take your life into your own hands. Do it again.